Hey, everybody, my name is Matt, and welcome to the Real Three Idiots podcast. With me is Teddy.
Hola.
And, well, the guy you couldn't hear last episode is the guy you don't hear now. We are one idiot short.
Wimpy, he gone.
Stan has decided to work on a solo project. He no longer wants to be an idiot.
Transgender reassignment?
You know what? I believe it's a podcast about the history of food in the Air Force. Yeah, I don't know. We wish him all the best. And
my condolences.
Yeah. And we hope his podcast definitely doesn't outscore ours, okay? So right now we are looking for an idiot. Yep, we are in search of an idiot. This would probably be pretty simple with the world being full of idiots.
God loves them.
Yeah, yes, he does.
He made a lot of them.
So normally what would happen is this. We would sit in a bar, right? We sit at Howard Street, and we would just bullshit about this and discuss this and do all this. But we thought we would bring you guys into the process and maybe get some help from everybody along the way. All right? A reminder right now, the Real Three Idiots are on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can find us at _Real3_Idiots_podcast. We're also on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. So any place that you go ahead and you throw up some info, we will find it. You can also get to us at 3certifiedidiots@gmail.com. Okay, so any ideas you have, let us know. So here's the deal. If you have an idea, hit us up with it. We will get into it. And if you have any feedback on any of our ideas, let us know. Anything that you think is great or absolutely terrible. So at first right here, I'd like to pre-apologize for almost everything I'm about to say. And if I offend anyone, don't be offended. I mean, they're just words.
Is that like being pre-approved?
That is exactly like being pre-approved. All right, Teddy, go ahead and hit me with some ideas, because I think the thing we got to do is we just got to get into this and really feel the idiotness.
So you want me to give you a suggestion about who should be our third idiot?
Our third idiot.
I do have a short list of people that I think would be tremendous idiots.
Okay, and this was made on the short bus?
And they prove this time and time again, yes.
All right, hit us.
They might not be good enough for the short bus, to be quite honest with you. So my first suggestion is Jimmy Kimmel / Jimmy Fallon, and the reason I name them both together is because they're basically the same entity to me. I can't tell them apart. When I hear Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, they're like the same. Like I said, they're the same to me. I've seen them talk on their talk shows. Again, other than just their monologue shtick and hating Donald Trump, I really can't figure out why everybody
Teddy,
loves them to death.
I wish we were on video right
I
now,
don't
just
know.
to see the look on my face. I think they both have full-time jobs.
Yes.
Okay, and I believe they also have podcasts.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you would actually be, if you want to check them out, I guess they're pretty funny. I've listened to some of them, but I feel like they wouldn't go against their own little deal.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they have podcasts. Actually, I don't listen to podcasts, except this one, of course. Because
I think podcasts are stupid.
Because I'm
and now
selfish.
on our podcast today.
Because I'm selfish.
Okay. Now, listen, I had an idea, and this is probably, as outlandish as yours, but I thought this would be perfect for you. The Rock or Ryan Reynolds?
I mean, wasn't Ryan Reynolds, didn't he play he was Deadpool guy, right?
Right.
Which was pretty amusing. And The Rock, he was very, I mean, obviously he's the most, very charismatic guy, and obviously the most famous wrestler who transitioned to being a movie star. The problem with The Rock, he's in so many movies and he's so distinctive looking. Like, we all know it's The Rock. We all know it's The Rock. It's like, it's like when Tom Cruise is in a movie, we all know it's Tom Cruise, so
You can't believe Tom Cruise is a character. You just always believe he's Tom Cruise.
Well, we know Tom Cruise isn't going to die. We know The Rock's not going to die in any movies because he's The Rock. So, like the Fast and the Furious, when they're going 200 miles an hour in a car where a normal person would obviously crash within 30 seconds, he somehow manages to navigate through, paid assassins.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually, Teddy, pick them.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think either one of them are idiots. I've
No,
actually
it
heard
is.
Ryan Reynolds, very funny.
Yeah,
Okay. The
very
reason I
articulate.
picked him
Oh.
is they're both hot, and I figured you'd be into that, right? A hot guy.
Well,
Having a hot guy right here.
Isn't Ryan Reynolds married to that Blake Lively chick who was pretty hot? She was in the movie.
I don't look. Ryan Reynolds. Look, Ryan Reynolds is a 12 on a scale of 1 to 2. Okay, Blake Lively. I mean, she might be a 2 out of scale of 1 to 2, but Ryan Reynolds is,
I mean,
is
don't get
literally.
me wrong. Ryan Reynolds can wear the shit out of some skinny jeans. I believe you.
Yeah. I mean, here's the problem. I think if we had Ryan Reynolds on here, both you and I would just be like, "Oh yeah, Ryan, yeah, that's great, Ryan. I dropped my pencil again, Ryan. Could you just bend over and grab that? Yeah, flex for me, baby.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I probably wouldn't recognize Ryan Reynolds if he walked past me on the street. I mean, like, yeah, he's a famous guy, but I mean, he probably looks like every dude I played softball with over the last 10 years. I don't know Ryan.
Are you
Reynolds.
He's super hot.
Ryan
That's-
Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds is super hot. That would be impossible not to recognize. Here's how you. If you and I were walking down the street, here's how you would know it was Ryan Reynolds. Because I would be running up to him, humping his leg immediately as soon as I saw him, along with every other human being on the planet.
Wait, so what about those guys, Chris and Liam Hainsworth? Aren't they the Thor guy? Isn't he like the hot guy?
Okay, you know what? I'm uncomfortable right now. Okay?
Hemsworth?
Yeah. I'm just uncomfortable that we're just talking about hot guys. Okay, so let me give you some real ideas here, okay? Because I feel if we keep doing this, we're just going to list all hot guys.
What about non-hot
Yeah.
guys like William Dafoe? That's an ugly dude.
Yeah, we'll have to-
Great actor, but that guy.
Okay, you know what? Let's just get away from hot guys or ugly guys. Okay, I feel all right. So listen, I had an idea. All right, now I did research. I did a lot of research on this. Okay, because we found out what Friday night, right? That we didn't have a third idiot. Okay, and let me ask you this though. Before we do this, how the Beatles had like 10 albums before they broke up, right?
Well, I remember the Beatles had that original drummer who got kicked out of the band before Ringo Starr was their drummer. So that's what our idiot is like now. He's like the guy who everyone's going to forget about 20 years from now, and the guy who replaces him.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. And then they had this one guy in the first show, but yeah, and then they replaced him with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, and it just sounded like Ted and Matt were just spanking the monkey the entire time. It's like...
The first guy's going to be like the dustbin of history. That's the first guy.
Okay, a Jeopardy question. This guy was one of the original 3 idiots before being instantaneously replaced with someone much better.
He's like the guy. He's like the third guy at Apple Computer who wanted his money back in 1970.
Oh my God.
And if he had stayed with it, he would have been like a billionaire. But now he serves. Now he's like a hot dog vendor at a minor league
No, is he really?
God's truth. Yes, he is. Yes. And they actually did an interview with him a few years ago, and they said, hey, if he would have just stayed with Apple, they cashed him out for the $15,000 he invested. He would have been obviously a billionaire. And of course, he said, I have no regrets, which we know he's lying tremendously.
We have a video. You could have been in a threesome with Beyonce. And any other the hottest yet your choice of the 2 chicks. You could have been in a threesome, and you decided not to because you were just that you had a girlfriend at the time and you really didn't want. Any regrets? No. Could you excuse me? I'm gonna have to go kill myself because you brought that up. It took about 20 years of therapy to forget that. Yeah.
But he saved $15,000 back in 1970. So
I put that money in my pocket, baby. Oh yeah. All right. So here's what I'm thinking, Teddy. Busted out former child stars.
Macaulay Culkin?
See, perfect. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, in prison better. I'm thinking like Lindsay Lohan, right? I mean, she's got to have the most incredible stories, right? What? I mean, she was a total skank, bust out. I mean, she's got to be perfect for this.
What about the Brady Bunch kids? I mean, they had to be a little bit screwed up back in the day, right? I mean,
yeah, but I don't think they were totally busted out. Here, I checked this out. There's a kid from I can't never remember this guy's name, from Saved by the Bell, the dorky guy.
Yeah, the guy who passed away.
Oh shit, is he dead? I'm just about to tear into his ass.
No, from cancer, like Dustin.
Oh man, he's dead.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel terrible.
No, don't talk about that.
Oh, okay, because he was like destitute. He actually starred in his own porno, right? I mean, that's the way you do it, right?
Oh,
he starred in his own
yeah.
porno.
Or what about Different Strokes? Todd Bridges and
believe-
Gary Coleman.
Aren't they all dead?
Yes, they met very auspicious end.
Yeah,
things,
I mean, I think they all hit the same crack pipe at some point, right?
I think
And
Todd Bridges shot a couple of people at a crack house, and then Gary
so
Coleman.
he's Marvin Harrison.
And Gary Coleman,
Allegedly.
Gary Coleman died of dwarfism.
What? Wait, he banged so many dwarfs he died?
Not the Wizard of Oz.
Holy shit! I did not know you could do that. So, how many dwarfs can you fuck before you die? Is there a limit?
I just think he had too many Y chromosomes.
Oh, you're saying he was? Oh, fuck, he was a dwarf.
He was dealt a bad hand.
Okay,
He was
okay,
dealt a
okay.
bad hand.
Here, I'm thinking Shia LaBeouf. We know this guy, right?
Oh yeah, he was in Transformers
Yeah, yeah.
with Megan Fox.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he made the ultimate mistake. I believe Shia LaBeouf went full retard, and as y'all know, you never go full retard.
Yeah, like I said, he's like the typical actor who's like one of those guys. He like if you saw him walking down the street, I would not know who he was, but he was just in the right place at the right time. He got a little entitled, started doing some silly stuff, and I'm sure he's a talented guy. But he's just too.
I doubt that.
He's too weird and too drunk.
Well, here, so as I was looking this stuff up, there was a chick from Full House, the older sister, not one of the twins, the older sister. Okay, they canceled the show, and at 14 years old. She's an alcoholic. I mean, is that real? I mean, how can you become an alcoholic at 14? I mean, I'm in my 50s. It took years to become an alcoholic. You can't just overnight a 14-year-old girl become an alcoholic. That's bullshit.
I mean, she sounds like someone. I don't know who you're talking about. It sounds like she led a really entitled lifestyle. And her parents had obviously a liquor cabinet without a lock on it.
Well, I mean, you're 10 years old and you're making I don't know $100,000, $50,000. I mean. That's that would lead me to immediately be a drug addict.
I couldn't find my own ass when I was 10 years old, so I don't know how. I have no concept of this at all.
Yeah, that'd be so weird. Give a 10-year-old me $50,000 a year, and parents who didn't give a shit. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be dead now, but that would be awesome.
That sounds like some serious free-range parenting going on there.
Oh, we don't like to say no to our daughter, because we want her just to experience life. And when people say no, it closes the opportunity to smoke crack and suck five guys' dicks. Yeah. So, all right. One more guy, Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, Partridge Family
Right.
guy. He's like a DJ. He's a successed DJ,
Yeah.
and he did the celebrity boxing match with Donny Osmond, I think. Back in the day.
Teddy,
Yeah.
I was in Vegas
Really?
to watch Danny Bonaducci fight some guy. I think he was, I don't know what show he was from, whatever. But
Yeah.
So it was the night George Fraser, like 50-year-old George Fraser.
I think he was like 46, 47 or 48. Yeah, and who beat Michael Moore for the title.
Right.
Yeah, we all remember
Right.
that.
So we're in Vegas for that, right?
Wow.
In the MGM, I think it was MGM Grand. I think we're in there.
Okay.
And then after that place clears out, it's empty now. The oldest guy probably in the history of boxing wins a boxing match. I think he was 40 whatever.
Yeah,
and
he was in his mid-late 40s, yes.
Yeah, and he had I don't know 75 kids by then, or right? Is that the guy
That he vouches for.
that he? Yeah, and then in a silent stadium with about 40 people watching, we watched Danny Bonaducci fight a guy. It was like watching two 8-year-olds swinging wild haymakers swinging. It was pretty surreal.
Sure.
It was pretty surreal.
Sure. Yeah,
But
I haven't heard Bonaducci's name in a long time, but yeah, he had the boxing thing going. I think he fought Donny Osmond in one celebrity boxing match.
Okay. All right. So you got any other ideas? Because I listen. I don't want to be that guy who this is my great idea, but I love the busted out former child stars.
You talking about for a third idiot?
Yes, for
Okay.
a third idiot.
I'm actually thinking a professional politician because when I think of an idiot, how can we not love politicians? And what comes to mind, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, AOC, and the squad. I mean, the height of stupidity. When you think about it, I mean, yeah, I think they're perfect.
Okay, so now they're in the limelight. They're in the limelight still, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
Joe Biden. I think he has a job now. I do. I think he has a job. I think I heard him on the TV today.
Weekend at Bernie's.
But you know what? Trump does not have a job, and love him or hate him, he's as stupid as they come. Let's be 100% honest. Plus, the way he tweets like a 14-year-old girl. I mean, we get pub every single time. I mean, he'd probably be sitting here these two guys. I'm the greatest idiot of all time, And I'd be like, these other two idiots, not idiotic enough for me. No. So yeah, I love that idea, and I'm going to throw one out. Another guy I don't think has a job, Anthony Weiner.
Well, I mean, with that last name, obviously based on his history, we have to laugh at the irony of that. Here's a guy, Anthony Weiner, based on my recollection, member of Congress who was an up-and-coming congressman, got busted for literally waving his wiener on Snapchat or Instagram to underage girls. guy was a convicted sex offender, ended up running for mayor of New York, and was actually leading in the polls, and then unfortunately got busted again. And I think that actually what cost Hillary Clinton. He was like collateral damage that actually potentially cost Hillary Clinton the election back in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying you can one time get caught for sending dick pics, but the second time you take dick pics, that's it. That's the limit.
Well, I'm not a dick pic aficionado, but all I know is that you probably should not send dick pics to somebody under the age of 18.
Oh, you know what? Don't send anything
Yeah.
to anyone
Yeah.
under the age of 18.
Yeah.
You know what? That is no pictures of any kind to anyone under the age of 18.
Not if you send a dick pic to a woman who's like 52, it probably wouldn't be so delicious.
And you know what? At that point, 52-year-old women, they probably want to see your dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, they absolutely. It's like, I would love to see a dick
They
at this
probably don't
point.
even know if it's his dick, but
Right.
it's a dick.
Right. I haven't seen a dick in forever. That's what one of those looks like? This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Teddy, let me jump in front of you here, right here, because I got one more politician, but we do have a new sponsor. Okay, so I want to get this out. We have the new sponsor we have is Perfect Shoe. Perfect Shoe is perfect for anyone that wears shoes. The Perfect Shoe has a non-lethal, cushioned insole made from the finest trifluoride chlorine in the world. Its slightly dangersome uppers are considered wearable throughout Africa and nearly all third world countries. The soles were designed in the prestigious Laboratory de Libya. Go to perfectshoe.com to get yours today. And just a little disclaimer, do not look directly at Perfect Shoe. Do not put Perfect Shoe near any other shoe. It will become disgruntled. Do not wear Perfect Shoe for more than 5 minutes. It could result in swelling or bleeding from the toes, loss of genital hair, painful discharge from the ears, nose, and fingertips. Perfect Shoes is not responsible for homicidal rages, the strong and sudden urge to hunt and kill family members, or any accidental or intentional stabbings. Try Perfect Shoe today. Coming soon, perfect pants, perfect shirt, and perfect underwear. All right. Wow. You know what? That sounds good. You know, and we get samples of everything. So as soon as we get this, Teddy, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to let you know, and you can be the first one to try these things.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm on board.
All right. Awesome. One more politician, and I know this chick. I'm almost positive this chick doesn't have a job. Sarah Palin.
Yeah, I think she's a little bit, obviously, after her failed attempt as vice president for John McCain. Which
It's
was,
hard not to laugh. You just
obviously-
automatically laugh when you hear Sarah Palin.
If we could pick the
Vice
word,
president, you laugh.
I'm running for president, and yes, I'm picking Adolf Hitler's granddaughter. I mean, can you just make it any worse than that? I mean, I get it. You need some diversity, some variety, but I think she was just such a raving lunatic that no reasonable person, as with most politicians, when you just hear her open her mouth and speak, it's just such a turnoff. Even if she says something that you agree with, just her presentation is so off-putting that I think whoever did the vetting process on her should be fired.
No,
Should
you
be
know
fired.
who did.
Should be
So,
fired.
You're in a room full of guys, right? They're like, we need a chick. And it's like, oh, man, Sarah Palin? She has got some nice cans. You're just like, she's stupid as a box of rocks. Yeah, but you saw her cans, right? Yeah, she's going to look good up there. We just don't have her talk.
I think she was a sportscaster in Anchorage, Alaska, or in Alaska before her.
I believe it's sport,
Yeah.
right? They have one sport, right? It's got to be like what, downhill skiing,
no
curling.
Sled dog
There you go,
racing,
sled-
'cause it's
That's-
Alaska.
I like that. You know what the funny thing about Palin is? She actually likes Mike Pence, who cannot be in a room with another woman by himself, and Dick Cheney, who literally went hunting, shot a guy in the face, right? Look like better candidates. So you got to love that.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
All right. What else you got on that long, beautiful list, Teddy? Because
So
we're hitting home runs here. These are all home runs. Oh, by the way, don't forget, guys, hit us up on all our social media and tell us if you think any of these are good ideas, because we're sending out feelers to all these people.
So a counterintuitive choice. I picked Joel Osteen and I picked Tony Robbins, and I put them in the same bucket because they're not idiots per se, but basically they just tell a lot of feel good stories. For example, Joel Osteen, he's sort of like a motivational speaker with a lot of biblical, with a biblical, theme to it. And obviously Tony Robbins says a lot of obvious stuff that we all know. For example, hey, be a better person. You're a lion, not a sheep.
Be a better person. Stop. Hey, you're stupid. You know what the best thing to do? Stop being stupid. All right.
Exactly. And for some reason, people will pay $5,000 to attend their seminars, and it's just really weird. It's weird to me.
Okay, so Teddy,
weird to me.
here's what I like. Both those guys make a ton of dough, right?
I mean, beyond a ton of dough.
Okay,
Beyond
so
a ton of dough.
That's the thing we're missing right now.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect because
guys,
if we could be millionaires, we wouldn't have to do this, and people wouldn't be subjected to this.
Folks, I'll give you I'll tell you everything Joel Osteen and Tony Robbins say for free. You don't have to pay me a dime. I'll tell you what. Are you a lion raised by lambs? Then you need to roar.
You know what? When you break it down, it does become almost so stupid. Motivational speakers. Be aggressive. Don't take no for an answer.
And then they had the guy roaring in the audience. That's the best thing.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I swear to God, the guy. He goes, you're a lion. You're not a lamb. I need to hear you roar. And they had the guy. He had a grown man in his 40s roaring in front of everybody. The guy who just paid $5,000 to Tony Robbins seminar.
Oh man, that is great. You just paid $5,000 to humiliate yourself.
Exactly, to emasculate yourself in front of your wife and complete strangers. Yes.
Wow, dude, I love. Listen, we could turn this into motivational speaking, right?
Sure.
Don't take no for an answer. If you walk up to a woman and you're just like, "Hey man, I want to slap that sweet ass," she said, "No, I'm not going to do that." Do it anyway. Be a lion.
But unfortunately, in the real world, if you're a lion,
so the great white hunter is going to shoot you in the head, and you'll be hanging up in somebody's wall.
Yeah, you'll be in prison because there's consequences.
Lions don't go to prison, Ted. Yeah. Lions get shot.
The lions are in the Serengeti, not in civilized society. So.
Okay, I like that. So while we're on the subject, we just talked about Sarah Palin. What about? And here's the voice we don't have. We don't have a woman's voice in here. Okay? We don't have a woman's voice.
We need that voice.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Excuse me. So here's what I was thinking. And I'm just throwing this out. Again, I'm looking for people that don't have a job, right? And somebody would be interested. So if I send this out.
Someone who has a lot of free time on their hands is what you're implying.
You don't even need. Listen to me. If you're listening to this and you're saying to yourself, I want to be an idiot, okay? So maybe Danny Bonaducci's listening to this right now. And he's like, listen, this is perfect. These guys need me. Okay, they're pretty idiotic, but they could take it to a different level. You get in touch with us.
But then he might be better than us, so we can't have him because then we'd have to kill him.
That's 100% not what we're doing, Ted. We want this to be great. Listen. I would not mind. Yes, I would. I would never play second fiddle to Danny Bonaducci. Okay, Danny, I'd like to rescind this right now. You are not, because he's a pro, right? He'd make us look stupid.
Yeah, Danny, I need you to sign this non-compete agreement. and pretend you're somehow less clever than us.
I want you to be about 3/4 as funny as you normally are, so Ted and I don't sound.
I'm
too
going to have to try really hard.
Yeah. Listen, guys, it didn't work out. I tried to be as dumb as I could be, but you guys are just so stupid, and unfunny. I couldn't do it. It was impossible. Okay. I got it. I got an idea. This could be good. Ready? Roseanne Barr. All right. Now let me set the table. Right. We start the show, right, and we give her an Ambien, right, and just let her go crazy, man. Whatever she says, just let her go crazy.
You know what? I've seen the Roseanne Barr show back in the day wasn't she married to John Goodman back in the day?
I think that was a TV show, Ted. That's TV's
Oh,
not real.
I thought they were married in real life.
No, she was married to some regular guy, and then she was married to Tom Arnold. She was
Tom Arnold
fucking around on her husband.
So that's another one. Yeah. Tom Arnold and the other
Tom
guy.
Arnold.
I don't differentiate between the two. Like it's like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. So it's like Tom Arnold and that other guy. I just don't.
I mean, John Goodman's a pretty good actor, and Tom Arnold's kind of doofus.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he was.
Hold on a second. Let me just say this. Tom Arnold, if you want to be the third idiot, you'd be perfect, and you're not a doofus.
Yeah. So first, I've seen the Roseanne Barr show. It's been years, but honestly, a lot of screeching, a lot of sarcasm. It just sounds like just being with your wife.
Right. But you know that thing where she like went crazy and started tweeting or got on like a Facebook Live or I don't know YouTube or something. Oh. And she started just getting super racist and everything. Yeah, that's what I say.
Did she get canceled?
Yeah. Remember they had that new show, right?
Okay.
And for some reason, she said she took an Ambien, but I think she just was herself, right? Accidentally. right? She nobody wrote her a line, and she's like, "I'm just gonna be myself, and look at me, racism," and she just started going off. So I think that would be funny though, right? I mean, not the racism part. That's not really funny, but her just being a total goof. I mean, all right. Forget it. All right, Roseanne on drugs, no good. You ready for this? Any Kardashian.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm so overdosed on the Kardashians. I've never heard the Kardashians speak. I've just seen pictures of them. You know, they got Kanye and Kim Kardashian's dating this Pete Davidson.
Ted, you're opening a wound here. I believe Kanye has moved on. I believe she is.
No, I think she's going to take a restraining order on him. I think like he's still trying to ingratiate himself into.
He hasn't gotten all the way into her ass.
Yeah,
he's gotten halfway through, and now he wants to get all the way in.
So the bottom line is, it's weird. Like she's dating this Pete Davidson, who I've seen him on SNL a couple times. Another guy. I don't think he's not funny at all to me. He's just like. It's just you know what's funny to me? That people think he's funny. That's what's funny to me.
Okay, so I just found this out about Pete Davidson today. He has been with Ariana Grande. Yeah. He's been with tons of hot chicks.
And he's a weird-looking dude.
He is. He is ugly as shit.
He's got those big bug eyes, and just he wears that stupid chain on his neck like he's a pimp. I mean, it's like there's just nothing attractive. I mean,
right.
I'm not gay or anything, but I'm just like for example, okay. Brad Pitt's a good-looking guy.
Yes,
George Clooney's a good-looking guy. Liam Hemsworth's a good-looking guy. Pete Davidson is an ugly dude.
Why does this always come back to hot guys? Can't we talk about chicks and big tits or something?
No, I'm just saying.
You always bring this back to hot guys.
You know why? Because if I was a hot chick, I wouldn't be attracted to Pete Davidson.
Okay. Listen, if this show goes on long enough, Ted will literally come in and he will be transgender. He will have a sex change.
Okay, let me put it this way. If I was a hot chick in a bar and the only guy in the bar was Pete Davidson, I'm going home and going with my vibrator.
Okay.
I don't care what Pete Davidson tells me.
And this is the advice to women who are going to run into Pete Davidson section.
And you know what? They're going to listen because...
No, they're not. Ariana Grande, isn't she super hot?
No.
She's not?
No.
Oh.
Mila Kunis, not hot. Ariana Grande, not hot. Not hot.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw her on a movie I just watched, and I'm pretty sure she was hot as hell.
Niet.
Oh, okay. I mean, she was in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. But if you say Leonardo DiCaprio is hot, then you're
he's got the dad bod going on these days. But he's with some 24-year-old because he's Leonardo DiCaprio. But I mean, if we
wait, he's got a 24-year-old girlfriend?
Of course, he's like 47.
Wait, just because he's famous?
That's the only reason.
Ted, we need to be famous immediately. Yes. Okay, all right. So my thought was, we could get the mom from the Kardashians because she literally turned the greatest American athlete into a chick.
Actually, she looks better. She's a good-looking woman for a woman. Like what's her name? Chris.
She looks like a dude. She's nasty.
Kris Jenner? Is that her? Kris Jenner? What's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
I think she's dating a guy who's like 30 years younger than her too. But she doesn't look that bad.
And he's not dating her because she's rich.
I mean, probably so. But I mean, so there's Kim Kardashian, and then there's Khloe, and then
is Khloe the gross one?
Khloe's the one who's got like the baby.
She's the gross one.
No, she's the one who's got the baby with Tristan Thompmas.
She's the one that just ruins basketball players' lives and careers.
Actually, James Harden went out with her, and he actually dumped her because he's like, I can't go with the Kardashian because it's poison. It's poison. You can't.
But at some point, he did. You can't dump somebody if you didn't go out with them.
No, he went out with her, but then he just said, I can't do this because it's too toxic.
Shit.
It's too toxic. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Wow. That is okay. Well. Okay, so let's go a whole different route. Caitlyn Jenner sits in the chair, right? And now the empty chair that the person who shall not be named sat in is right in between me and Ted. So let's imagine a Three Idiots podcast, a real Three Idiots podcast, next week, Caitlyn Jenner sitting in between us, giving us driving tips.
So Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be known as Bruce Jenner, won the what is it? Not the triathlon, but not the biathlon, but the what's the one with the 10 sport?
The decathlon.
Decathlon, back in like 1970s, which is one of the hardest events to win in all of the Olympics.
Yeah. Teddy, I actually feel like it's illegal for you to say. So if someone gets their dick cut off and becomes a chick, or if they get their vagina filled in, I don't know how this works, and has a penis. I don't think you can even say their old name or anything that happened previous to that. You've actually, you know what? Folks, if you hear a beep, it's because we had to cut this. I don't know, what rules, federal statute, or the statute of I can't believe you just did that and now I have to live with it and I can't even joke about it, whatever it is. But yeah, so Ted, let's.
I mean, I would just say Google Bruce Jenner before he became Caitlyn Jenner, and honestly, I gave the guy props because honestly, to win the decathlon is one of the toughest things in all of sport. I mean, to win 10 separate events.
Ted, here I'll give you
especially
one
the
thing that's
Olympics.
tougher.
Wow,
Cutting your own dick off.
that's
Ted,
pretty tough.
Okay, okay.
That's tough.
I can throw a javelin right now. I can throw a javelin.
Yeah.
I can't throw it far. I can high jump. It won't be very high.
Yeah.
But I am never. I can tell you this right now. I will never cut my dick off. Okay. I will not even let anyone else cut it off. I will fight till the death to keep my dick.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, that takes more.
You
more
want to keep my dick too?
Pardon the pun, but that takes more balls to cut your dick off. To cut my dick. Yeah, I mean that's not going to happen. Yeah,
dude,
that's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay, that is actually horrible.
Yeah,
all right. So, and I just want to throw this out because if there is any chance this will happen, I am in. Do you know the MMA woman from The Mandalorian, Gina Carano? Do you know her?
I've heard of her. I don't know too much about her, but I've heard of her.
Okay, she tweets crazy ass shit.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is way out there. So her sitting in that chair would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. This is what makes this cool. Number one, she is hot as hell, man.
And she would beat the hell out of us.
She could kick the shit out of both of us at the same time. That would be a show, right?
Yeah.
So we put on headphones, right? We put on microphones, okay? And we just sit, we get up, we empty everything out of my basement, right? Everything out. And we put on pads and all this stuff. She puts on nothing. No, she's not naked, but, she doesn't put any pads. And you get to hear her kicking the shit out of both of us. And it just ends with the two of us whimpering in the corner and her like, I'm going to kick your ass again. Please don't kick my ass. Please don't.
This sounds like a Jackass episode almost. Johnny Knoxville.
Is he Listen, is he working?
Is he alive?
No, dude. If he's not working, I would love to have Johnny Knoxville. I mean, we could shoot shit at his dick, and we could do all sorts of stuff. We could start him on fire and stuff. I don't want that shit happening to me. No, I'm not putting any cars up my ass. I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Didn't he have a guy hit a golf ball at full speed from like a driver from like 10 yards away?
Yeah. I'm not doing that. But
Yeah.
I can hit a golf ball pretty goddamn hard, and I'd be more than happy to like just flat blast him with anything. Yeah.
Wait, who's the guy who played Borat? Who's that guy? The guy.
Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah.
Yeah, he literally does not need a job. He does not need a job.
Sure.
But he does all that fake ass shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Teddy, listen, he's just on the list. I'm sending it out to Sacha Baron Cohen, and I'm saying it now. He's probably a listener, okay? Sacha Baron Cohen.
Likely not, but go ahead.
Yeah. I think he listens. I don't know why. I just feel like he would. Please, it's literally, an hour of your life. I'll give you the nicest seat. You don't have to sit in between me and Ted. You can sit at the head of the table. Okay, you can sit anywhere you want.
Because he's very important.
Yeah. You can sit 10 feet away.
Like the king.
Yeah, we'll buy you a crown. We'll do whatever. And just be part of the show. That'd be awesome.
And we won't poison you like Tutankhamun.
What? I don't understand that reference at all.
Tutankhamun, the king of Egypt?
Yes.
He was poisoned.
What the fuck does that have to do with Sacha Baron Cohen?
Because he's very important, and because you want to get rid of him, so you want to kill him because you want to be the king.
Okay, Sacha Baron Cohen, I know what you're thinking.
How about
right
Machiavelli?
Please let me say this. I know what you're thinking. If you come here, Ted's going to try to kill you. It's not going to happen. Don't
eat the soup.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm going to tell that joke. Okay. So a guy walks up to another guy and he says, oh man, he goes, oh, my first wife. He goes, oh, you married? He goes, yeah, I've been married a bunch of times. He goes, my first wife, she died from eating poison soup. He goes, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, my second wife, she also died from eating poison soup. And the guy's like, wow, that's a little weird. He goes, my third wife too, she died from eating poison soup. And he's like, okay. And he goes, did you get married again? He goes, yeah, my fourth wife, she fell down the steps. She goes, she fell down the steps? He goes, yeah, the bitch wouldn't eat the soup. I do. I'm sorry. I hate to break. I just love that joke. I love that joke. All right. So with that, and I killed all the momentum, let's get a sponsor in. All right. Have you ever had questions that just seem unanswerable? No more. Roger Snoop Biggins, the famous author that wrote such hits as Run, It's Alive, What Body Officer, and sexy carjacking is at it again with his runaway bestseller, Does This Rag Smell Like Chloroform? In it, he tells it all. How do you slowly poison someone? Wow, Teddy. What's the difference between involuntary manslaughter and second-degree murder? Cosby, criminal or Renaissance man? Where do your parents hide the good prescription drugs? And a special bonus, the 10 sexiest animals you've never heard of. Get your copy of Does This Rag Smell Like Chloroform? You'll find it anywhere plumbing supplies and animal tranquilizers are sold. Teddy, you're getting a copy. Don't worry,
folks. Just for future reference, when you Google something like how to kill your spouse or something, you know that shit's in the hard drive, and they can just forensically, get that stuff. So don't Google that stuff. Because federal prosecutors, and you delete your search history. Yeah, they can all find that. So just FYI.
So Ted
I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah. So Ted is telling you to do that thing where you're at the bar, right?
Yeah.
And you say to your buddy, "Oh, my phone's dead. Can I borrow your phone?"
Yeah.
And then go out into the parking lot, Google how to do that.
Inside voice.
Yeah, on his phone, or her phone, and then you won't get busted.
Because when the inside voice comes to the outside, everybody loses. That's all you need to know.
You know what? Wow. Teddy's like a genius here, man. I mean, there are things that he knows that no person on the planet should actually know. That's real. Okay. All right. Teddy, let's try this. All right. Professional athletes. Are there any athletes? Probably former athletes down on their luck. Really just hitting rock bottom that would love to be part of this show.
So when I was a kid, I met Bernard Randolph, who played power forward at DePaul University, and he actually tried out for the New York Knicks back in the '80s, I think, and he washed out because he was, I think he had some drug issues. But it was me and Bernard Randolph, who was obviously 6'10", and I was maybe 5'6" at the time. And we were in a park.
He grew a lot. I mean, Teddy's at least 5'7".
At least 5'9" now, yeah. So, and we were at a park, and actually, he was a really nice guy, and we shot some baskets. And you know what? We were at some outdoor park where it was one of those double rims where it's like if you don't swish the ball just bounces there, and all you basketball players know what I'm talking about. And yeah, he hit everything, and we didn't play one-on-one because, of course, he would have beat the heck out of me, so it wasn't even going to be a competition. But he was.
You mean former professional basketball player Bernard Randolph probably would have beat you in a one-on-one?
Well, I don't think he even made the pros. I think he was just a great college player who never made the pros. So he actually played with Mark Aguirre back in the day.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
Everybody from Chicago.
Yeah.
Everybody from Chicago remembers that great DePaul team. They made it to the Final Four.
Made it to the Final Four.
Yeah,
correct.
that was so much fun.
So Bernard Randolph was the guy who did not make it to the pros, and he had some issues. But yeah, he was a super nice guy. I got to spend about maybe an hour with him, me and him, just one-on-one. And
how old were you at the time?
Maybe like 13, 14? Yeah, 13, 14. This is back in the 80s, yeah.
So 30-some-odd years ago.
Yeah.
You shot some baskets. So
with Bernard Randolph.
So are we putting Bernard Randolph on the list? Do I need to contact Bernard Randolph? Because I feel like he's not listening to the show.
If he's still
If he's still alive. You were going to say that.
God bless him. He's still alive. I don't know.
Oh, man. This is why we need a sound guy. So, you know what? We also need a sound guy because our sound guy could be looking this up right now because, I can't use the phone and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to stand and pee at the same time.
The only other famous person I ever met in my life was Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, God.
back in 1980, in the 1980s in New York City, and he was 77 at the time. And we know Wimpy, he gone.
Oh, my God. Okay, for just a second, I thought Ted was going to tell his horrible Joe DiMaggio story. So, Teddy, I'm going to ask you to save the worst story of meeting a professional athlete I've ever heard in my life.
I talked to him for 30 minutes.
What?
I talked to Joe DiMaggio for 30 minutes. He signed a cocktail napkin for me. Not for me, but for a friend of mine. Because he was a baseball fan, I really wasn't. So I didn't really give a shit about Joe DiMaggio. But I didn't even realize at the time he had won 7 or 9 World Series, whatever he won. He was obviously married to Marilyn Monroe. But he was like Mr. Coffee at the time. He was like
how
77.
old are you when you talked to Joe DiMaggio for 30 minutes?
Maybe like 12 or 13. Yeah, this is like back in the 1980.
So it sounds like when you were 13, you were hanging out with a lot of older guys. That's what it sounds like. Teddy, this explains. You know what? Now
I wasn't with Jeffrey Epstein, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, this
It just
explains
seemed that- it just seemed that
so
way.
much about why we always. Okay, Teddy. You know what? Wow. Okay, so guys, you just got some insight that I did not know, but explains everything. So I think all of Ted's psychotherapy will be taken care of on the air.
Hey, you know what? Who met Joe DiMaggio? Except me.
Probably a lot of other 13-year-old boys. That's all. I don't know. I'm not. By the way, I'm not implying anything. I'm just stating the obvious. He liked 13-year-old boys.
He was 80 years old, by the way. So I mean, he was a really nice guy. He was a really nice guy. Yeah,
Okay.
Nice to
Okay.
meet.
So a guy in the news recently, who I'm pretty sure is not going to get to work anymore in the NFL, Antonio Brown. He did his little half strip tease.
yeah.
I think based on
I think he has CTE.
yeah. Well, okay. Hey, you're an idiot for a lot of reasons. Okay. I mean, Gary Busey, pretty normal until he decided to take that turn a little too fast on his motorcycle, and now he's a raving lunatic.
Yeah.
So. I mean, it doesn't matter how you end up an idiot.
And cocaine.
and a shitload of cocaine. Yeah, I mean, you and I have become idiots just over the course of our lives, right? We just, getting dumber, getting more ridiculous. Some people it's just a traumatic event. It's just a traumatic event. You're just, and then all of a sudden it hits you, and in the middle of a football game, you strip down. You wave to some people. I don't know what all that was. It was great. I think I must have watched that 15 times. And then you take off. I love it.
Honestly, I saw that. I wasn't really. I mean, it was like mildly amusing. But the thing about football, without going into detail, the rules they have now that you can't. If you hit the quarterback, it's like roughing the passer if you touch him. I mean, it's not really football anymore. I get it. Because the quarterback's like the star of the team. I get that. But I think football's been so watered down, it kind of takes away from from the drama of football. But I get that. But
Okay.
yeah, so Antonio Brown doesn't really that what he did at the end, and I saw that too. Obviously, doesn't really
Dude,
resonate.
That
with
was
me.
pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it. Dude, that was crazy.
It was like mildly amusing, but it's like okay, so he threw his jersey off, he threw a snit fit, he walked out the field, it's like, and then he's off the team. It's like, all right, so what? So
I mean, they legit have a chance to win the Super Bowl this year.
yeah, and they probably and they might get the Super Bowl, but they're probably gonna do it in spite of Antonio Brown, not with him.
Yeah.
With him.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
so-
You know what? I get it.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. So here's a guy I'm pretty sure doesn't have a job. Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, do you know his daughter actually she's like on the national soccer team? Like I think her name's Trinity Rodman, if I'm correct. But yeah, she actually made the national girls soccer team for her age group. So I actually met Dennis Rodman's father, Philander Rodman, years ago. And Philander is obviously a very apt name since he probably had 20 kids out of wedlock.
So this is just Teddy now dropping the names. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, banged his wife. Yep, yeah, got it.
No, but you know what, Dennis Rodman, I'll be honest with you, for a guy who was maybe 6'7", playing power forward in the NBA, averaging double-digit rebounds a game, it's like Charles Barkley.
Dude, I think he averaged. I think there was a season he averaged 20 rebounds a game.
and it's like Charles Barkley. I mean, for a guy who's a power forward who's 6'4",
Right.
which is unheard of. Average. I mean, like Charles Barkley's a joke today because he's on NBA. And he announces game. He announces stuff with
Ted, we have a lot of NBA fans. I'm pretty sure calling Charles Barkley a joke is terrible.
No, a joke in terms of golf. You see his golf game. Yeah, his golf. He's got
Okay,
four. He's
Ted,
got a 40.
you got to finish your sentence, man. You can't just say a guy's a joke.
No,
you got to say a joke.
No,
golfing.
One of the greatest power
And
forwards
Ted would know a joke
all
golfing.
time.
He would know a golf. He would
yeah,
know a joke.
if you just Google the dream team from 1993 wherever he played, I mean, yeah, the guy was a tremendous.
Teddy, this is not a
tremendous.
sports talk. We're literally trying to find a third idiot.
Oh,
we are two
sorry.
idiots.
Sorry.
And we need a third idiot. So I'm thinking Dennis Rodman, crazy as hell, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy wore a wedding dress, right?
We
Out
saw
in public.
that, yeah.
We saw all that.
He banged Carmen Electra and Madonna, obviously.
And they're way hotter than Ariana Grande.
I
mean, I'm not
Carmen
gonna lie.
Carmen Electra is.
I'm not gonna lie. Madonna, man, when she was a virgin, which she's probably like 12 at the time, she was a virgin. But when she sang that song, dude, she was hot back in the day, man.
I'll be honest with you, I was never a Madonna fan.
What?
Never. I mean, she had she had some great songs. I agree with you, but I mean, never thought she was hot. Never thought she was hot.
Oh, come on,
Never
man.
thought she was hot. Never.
Oh,
Never,
you know what?
Never thought she was hot.
No, I you know what? if you say like her brother was hot, I am gonna reach over and just slap your ass, man.
You know, just something about her. Yeah, she was okay looking, but I mean, I wasn't like.
She was kind of sexy, man. I don't know, and it kind of.
Nah.
I don't know, man. Like a.
Nah, I mean, she tried. But she tried too hard. She tried to. I mean, she tried.
She literally inspired. There was a time when we were young that every girl that every girl we walked by was dressed like Madonna. What do you mean tried too hard? She didn't try. She had to try it all.
Not impressed.
All right. Here I'm going to give you John Daly and the reason why. John Daly's going to show up pre-drunk. I don't even have to supply him with booze. He's already going to show up hammered drunk.
John Daly and his son, John Daly II, just won, I think, the PNC Father-Son Championship.
Right.
They beat Tiger Woods and Charlie Woods at that championship. And, yeah, I mean, he's
Dude,
pretty...
he'd be awesome.
He'd be awesome, yeah.
Oh, man.
He'd be awesome.
Yeah. Puts on the headphones.
Got the Southern drawl thing going, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Puts
for
on the
sure.
headphones,
Yeah.
fills up the glass full of Crown. You guys would have to fight over
Well-
the rest of the Crown, right?
Well-
And then bammo, you guys are just like, I don't know, John Daly's telling stories. I don't know. I mean, I know.
He's got more stories than me.
Right. I mean, yeah, I guess he couldn't be banging all the waitresses at Perkins because they'd be tired from banging Tiger.
Well, it would be Hooters because I think Hooters was a sponsor, actually, not Perkins.
No, wait. Hooters was John Daly's sponsor.
Yes, Hooters was John Daly's sponsor.
You know
Yes,
what?
Correct.
This is the great.
He's been married like 4 times,
That's called stupidity. And you know what? I honestly, if somebody came up to me and said,
he's like our age, right?
yeah. If somebody said to me like, "Hey, man, you already fucked up 3 times. Would you like to get married a 4th time? Would you? And here by the way, you have a choice. You can take this loaded pistol, put it to your head, or get married a 4th time." And John Daly pushed the pistol away because he wanted a slow death.
Elizabeth Taylor was married like 8 times. I mean, if you look at some,
That's not real. All those, you know what? Back in the day, then I think they all married each other for a while, and I don't think any of it really mattered. They were just doing whatever, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't buy it. Here, you ready? Tanya Harding.
yeah, she's the one who beat the shit out of Nancy Kerrigan.
Right? I mean, how you couldn't find a bigger idiot, right? Her and her dumb shit boyfriend, right?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
They make a plan, and,
Yeah.
and you know that's the beauty of it. 2 morons making a plan. I mean, you want to be. You know what you want to be? You want to be part of that.
Obviously, we're caught because we're talking about it.
Yeah. Well, because they're 2 morons making a plan, right? And they go to whack up Nancy Kerrigan, and you're just like, oh yeah, you could practice more and be better. And she's like, no, I ain't gonna be to practicing no more. Yeah, you just gotta hit her in the knees. And don't do it shitty where she just lays there and cries.
But you know what? The funny thing, after all was said and done, I mean, I'm not condoning what Tanya Harding did, but actually, Nancy Kerrigan, she was a unappealing horse face. She reminds me of.
Oh my God, we are not objectifying women
She
here.
had those big teeth, and I think she cheated on her husband to like marry her manager or something. So actually, the funny thing, Nancy Kerrigan, what she did was wrong, but I'd rather go with Nancy Kerrigan, to be quite honest with you. Yeah.
Oh, so you want Nancy Kerrigan on this show? Okay, you know what? Here, we will take. I'll tell you right now.
No, I'm sorry. I want Tanya Harding on the show.
You want Tanya? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not insecure.
She'd be awesome. I think she'd be awesome because she would just at this point she would do anything, right?
I don't want to do anything. Just be herself. I don't want to do anything. So I'm not asking her to
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay, that'd be perfect. No. Like I said, I did do some research, and
did?
just I did, and I found this guy. This guy is a professional soccer player. Okay, so he still plays soccer right now.
Okay.
So he was at the top of his game. I don't know if he's still there or whatever. His name is Mario Balotelli. Okay. So he's a professional soccer player. You ready? This gives you. I'll give you this, and then you'll see why he should be sitting in the chair in between us. Okay. He has had his Maserati impounded 27 times.
Wow.
Okay, which
the
at
same
this point-
Maserati. The same Maserati.
I mean, does it even matter? I mean, after you are doing something that stupid, how are you still driving?
Does he live in Italy?
I think he is. You know what? I think he's Italian. He crashed his car on purpose into a women's prison.
Sounds like Lance Briggs.
Okay.
Lakeshore Drive. Remember Lance Briggs crashed his sports car on Lakeshore Drive and like fled the scene because he's probably drunk.
Yeah.
And then they found his like sports car the next day, but he was gone.
Teddy, he didn't flee the scene. Well,
you need to.
He did it on purpose.
You need to flee the scene.
Yeah. I don't know if he was trying to get in or trying to get some of the ladies out. I don't know.
Rule 101: flee the scene.
and this guy, who I think would be perfect sitting in there, he would go to kids' soccer games and throw darts at them as in his words, just a prank.
Yeah.
Just a prank. Just an adult man.
Yeah.
He's an adult man going to a kid's. So imagine your kid's playing soccer, right? It's like, oh, honey, you're doing what the fuck? And then there's some guy. He's a big guy. He's just running out. He's throwing darts at the kids. Just throwing darts at the kids.
Like lawn darts or like darts you at like bar darts you throw like you play throw one or cricket. What darts are you throwing them?
I am going to plead the fifth and say I don't know.
Yeah.
When I read this, I was laughing so hard. I'm like, you know what? At this point, I have to talk about this. Okay, I cannot not talk about this. I mean, this guy's batshit crazy.
Yeah,
okay?
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's been times I've been at games that I, would like to throw darts at, the kids just to get them to stop. All right, Teddy, we got enough time to do this. Professional actors, crazy-ass actors, okay? Crazy-ass actors. Here's what I'm thinking right now. Every other week, we do this. 1 week, Charlie Sheen. 1 week, Gary Busey. Bam.
Charlie Sheen, that guy's a treasure. I mean, he obviously there was a time
a gift from heaven.
There was
Charlie
a time
Sheen,
there was a time when Charlie Sheen was he was the highest paid sitcom actor on TV. He was making $20 million a year on that 2.5 Men show, I believe. It's just being himself. He's just drinking whiskey, having sex with attractive women, playing the piano.
So many hot chicks.
Yeah. And
Wait, he plays the piano?
yeah, he does. He's a talented guy, and he was married to Denise. What's her name?
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards. Yeah.
She was in that James Bond movie.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
I think her. No, okay, no, listen. This is real. I think her name was like Dr. Pussy or something. I don't know. It was something like that. It was like it was a play on words, like Dr. Snatch or like the Perfect Crotch. I don't know what it was, but it's something like that.
And so it's funny. His brother was Emilio Estevez,
Half brother.
half brother, and then the father was
some guy.
The
He was
guy-
the
he
guy
was
from West Wing.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now.
I
What was his name?
love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like. That's Robert Duvall.
No, it wasn't Robert Duvall.
I thought he said that. Robert Duvall said that.
No, his father. Who was his father?
No, what I'm saying is Robert Duvall said that in Apocalypse Now.
Sure.
But
They said Deng Chow too. Deng Chow. Let's made him shoot the gun at her. Deng Chow. They slapped him like this, but they didn't do it. Yeah.
Christ.
So what's their point?
he didn't do it. Oh my God!
Wasn't Christopher Walken in that movie too? Christopher Walken.
Was he in that movie?
He was. Apocalypse Now.
Oh man, and I know Christopher Walken is crazy as shit too. So I want to just say this: I love his voice. So Christopher
love
Walken, if you're listening,
dude.
yes,
Christopher Walken and what's his name? The guy who was he just got canceled because he was having sex with like boys. But what's his name? Love that,
yes,
love
the
that
guy from that President
Love him.
TV show.
Yes, yeah. What's his name?
Yes. Oh man, I cannot think of his name. See, this is why we need a third idiot, folks. If you're wondering why you're saying to yourself, "Wow, you guys are pretty entertaining," no, it's because we don't know this guy's name.
I can visualize him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard.
No, horrible bosses.
Yes,
Part
we can
2.
name all the shows he's been in. I can name all the shows he's
love
been
that
in.
guy. Love
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love him.
He's
He's been canceled though.
because he's hot. Or
No, he's just a great
because
actor. Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Great actor.
Okay.
Love that guy.
Right.
Love
Kevin Spacey. Unfortunately, we already picked a third idiot, so no invitation.
I think
to
he's
you.
from Illinois.
Oh man, you're making it hard not to pick him. But
think he's from Illinois.
if he's in my house, I mean, he's Kevin Spacey.
You know, I would never ask for a person's autograph, but if I did, I might ask for Kevin Spacey's autograph. I might ask for his autograph.
Because he has sex with guys.
No, he's just very talented.
Oh, you're freaking me out. Okay, so Teddy, we got time. I think we got time for one more thing here. I did my research. I told you I did my research, and I found out something really interesting. Okay, and I want to just end the show on this. Nicolas Cage. Okay, I had no idea Nicolas Cage was a fucking lunatic. Okay, right now. Nicolas Cage.
You know, he just married some 25-year-old chick from Japan. You know that, right?
He's a lucky lunatic. He's a lucky.
He's a 56-year-old. He just married a 25-year-old from Japan.
Awesome.
Who's hot, obviously.
Right.
Because he's Nicolas Cage. But I think he filed for bankruptcy. He's been in, like, obviously a lot of great movies, of course.
Right.
We all love Nicolas Cage.
But Teddy,
I love Nicolas Cage.
he literally has built a pyramid to put his dead body in. He is. I'm not messing with you. He has built a pyramid to put his dead body in. And are you ready for this? At one point early in his career, he pulled out 12 of his own teeth for
I didn't know that.
a role. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you ready for this? This is these two. I swear to God, when I got this, I'm like, yeah, we're talking about this. He only eats animals that he thinks have dignified sex.
No clue.
So won't eat a pig because pigs fuck like pigs. Okay? And then this is the best part. He named his youngest son, this is what a winner does, Kal-El, after Superman. Yep. That's what a winner does.
He's got kids?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I didn't even know he had kids.
why wouldn't he have kids? He
Right.
fucks. I mean, everybody fucks, right? I mean,
Well, it doesn't mean you have to have kids because, I mean, there's a lot of people who fuck who can't have kids because, they
okay. No,
shoot
that's
blanks
true.
or whatever. Yeah,
That's
it's
true. That's
possible.
true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
I know
All
he had
right.
kids. So.
Listen, folks, I'm going to say this. You've heard a lot of choices, okay? You've heard a lot of choices, and we want some feedback from you. I mean, we're going to get a lot of offers. I mean, already probably people are responding to our offers, right? A lot of people we talked about. I mean, have
Absolutely.
responded to our offers. So listen. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. _real3_idiots_podcast. We are on YouTube. You can leave a message on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. All right? If you have an idea that we haven't hit or you love any of our ideas, let us know. We want to hear from you. All right, here's what we're hoping for, everybody, that our next podcast that we hopefully will drop in the next 7 days, we have a third idiot right here with us. Teddy, any parting ideas?
Honestly, folks, any public service announcement we can give you, we're happy to help you. So just give us any feedback you'd like. We would love to help you expand on whatever subjects you have. We're at your service. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. That is the Real 3 Idiots podcast, and we will see you next time.